How's it going?
Good. I just been working on my property this morning and cutting some wood up, burning some stuff. So just trying to live the dream while this COVID stuff's going on. What about you?
I know, no kidding. Same thing, just been doing a lot of house projects and trying to just get out and even go for a walk every day just to try to keep my mind not thinking about it 24/7.
Yeah. What are you in Toronto?
I'm actually in Nashville.
Oh,
My fiance,
yeah, right down the road.
I'm in East Nashville, so I'm
Oh, awesome.
close. Yeah, we just got a house in East Nash in like February, and I was down here for CRS, and so
Oh, wow.
started, and then
Wow,
I
that happened fast. So
no,
are you down here full
leaving.
time?
Pardon?
Are you down here full time?
For now, yeah. So I'll be going back and forth to Canada for festivals and interviews and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, this will be home base.
Awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I like the shirt. I should have known.
I got my I Believe in Nashville. Yeah. Well, we had literally just been in the house for maybe 2 weeks when the tornado hit. So
Oh,
that
God.
was a little scary. Were you guys okay from all that?
Yeah, we're down in Spring Hill. We didn't get hit, but did your neighbors get hit?
Yeah. Like one street over was completely destroyed, which
Oh, man.
it's so sad. We've been going for walks all through there, and it's hard because this whole situation has kind of put the rebuild on hold for some people.
Yeah, I know. It's like the end of the world here. It's crazy.
I know.
Tornadoes, viruses.
I know, it's crazy. But you guys bought some land, not too
Yeah,
where you guys are now is obviously your new property.
we're like 25 miles away from you,
Nice.
so not too far.
You have some space to get out and be outside. I saw a picture of Ryder playing in the mud.
Oh yeah, he's all boy. He's down in Jackson for a couple of days with my mom and dad just to spend some time with them. And Nicole, my wife, she's been really her job is really picked up actually through all this, and so she just needed a few days to kind of have some childcare help. So my mom and dad were ready to see him, so it's kind of he's been gone for 2 days now, so everybody kind of misses him. So he's wild.
He is so cute, and I'm not just saying that. He is adorable.
Thank you, I appreciate it. He's I think I'm gonna get my payback. He's a wild child.
Yeah, exactly. Has he, because you guys have another one on the way, is he aware that there's going to be another baby?
No, it's gonna rock his world.
Yeah, I can only imagine. But what have you guys been doing at home? Obviously, I know you're spending a lot of time outside, but what have you been doing to kind of stay sane? Is that your project?
Yeah, this big burn pile. I've got an old bulldozer and a dump truck, so I'm trying to I cleared some woods, and I'm trying to put a barn down there, and it's just been I don't know, a lot of cutting, a lot of burning, a lot of pulling. It's been all fun work though,
Yeah, it's
that's
nice.
why we bought it, to work on the land. So it's I think I've been waiting for this COVID break my whole life, because I'm an introvert. Like, I charge out here. If we got a few days off in between touring and stuff, if I come here, it's like my reset button.
Yeah. Oh, I bet. And you, I mean, we've talked about this before. You're big into like working on cars and stuff like that. I saw your post that you want to get back to welding during this time.
Yeah, I've been welding up a bunch of old stuff. So it's yeah, that and piano are like two skills I'm trying to brush up on during the break.
That's a good plan. How's the piano going?
It's okay. My wife is good, so she's teaching me some chords. So I'm trying to learn all my songs on piano. So I've got a few of them down.
So your wife is musical as well?
Yeah, she's done music her whole life. She's taken voice lessons since she was 6, and she was a vocalist. And she was in music theater at the University of Alabama, which I'm not a fan of the Tide, so that's kind of a sore subject. But yeah, she did music her whole life, and she still sings in church and stuff. So
Cool.
she
You
knows all
to sing on some of your records, or has she already?
Yeah, she sang a high part on Still Rock and Roll, and I think that's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And she sang on a lot of demos and stuff, just doing like like if I'm recording at the house and doing vocals, I'll be like, come here and put an octave part on it and just kind of blend it in, so it's fun to be able to do that.
Yeah, that's handy to have somebody that can jump on that stuff with you.
Yeah, and she's like, she still makes me nervous when she comes to the shows. She's so technical, I my warm up was like 6 natty lights and a shot of Fireball, like that was my MO to get going to a show, and she like knows all the technical ways to warm up. So I'm trying to meet her in the middle somewhere with all that.
That's good that you have someone that can bring another side to it, and you can still have your shots and everything before.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I've actually quit drinking.
Did?
Yeah, it's been weird. But it's been good. It's been good. So, yeah, I just kind of, how touring life can be, and there's always a reason to drink. It's a party every night, and or it can be. You know what I mean? So, kind of had to reel that back, and it's been a good thing for me.
Yeah, I kind of did that about, I don't know, 6 months ago, and I never really drank all the time, but for me, I was always going to shows and events with the music.
Yeah.
I always felt like I had to have a drink in my hand.
Yeah.
Now I'm like that. So I totally get how you feel. So you're putting out Walkaway Joe. It started as just like an Amazon project, but now you're putting it out everywhere.
Yeah.
How fun was that? Was that a song that you kind of always grew up listening to, or what made
Yeah, that song, Don Henley sang the harmonies on that song. I'm a big Eagles fan, and I mean, it's just so well written. And Trisha was just, she's just a rock star. So I've always loved that song. And it's kind of like we did Heads Carolina, Tails California a few years ago. And my approach to these songs, especially the female greats, like, don't try to do it like they did. So I just tried to, record that song as if I would in 94 or whatever. So we took it into Blackbird Studio, and Mikey Reeves, my producer, he did a really good job. And we just had a lot of good players playing on it. And it's one of those really organic, just band tracks, there's no flashy drum loops or delays or any of that. It's just, country music with a good band. So the simplicity of it kind of drew me to it. So I hope people will dig it.
I love that. Has Trisha heard it, or has she?
Yeah, I heard that she heard it and that she liked it. So I'm trying to get a little collaboration going with that. I think we got something in the works. So
nice.
I'm excited. Yeah, it's pretty freaking cool.
Yeah, no big deal. Just Trisha Yearwood.
I know. The fact that she's even heard it is kind of cool. So
cool enough. But, if it can go any further than that, that's like icing on the cake.
Exactly. Hopefully it will.
Yeah, for sure. So you've been doing locker room talk, I believe it's called.
Yeah.
What made you start doing that?
We started doing that in Evansville, Indiana. I don't know. We've had a photographer. Her name's Anna. She's been traveling with us, and I just got off the stage, and I don't know, just kind of came up with something kind of goofy, and I don't know, we kind of just kept it up. And like I said earlier, I'm an introvert, so there's a lot about me that I feel like people could easily misunderstand, and so it was just kind of an outlet to, I don't know, ask goofy questions and have fun.
Yeah, get to see a different side of you, because I feel like sometimes the person you see on stage, there's a lot more to them than, what you just see when they play a show.
Yeah, for sure. Like, believe it or not, I'm not a very serious person. Like, when I'm at home, I'm pretty, jovial or whatnot. But I don't know. So I feel like it's easy to be a little misunderstood. So it's just another outlet to, for fans to engage, because we're going to start, taking their questions. I think, in fact, we already have. So, it's just a good way to stay connected, especially this time in life with all the crazy going on.
Definitely. So during this time, what have you guys been watching? Many movies or anything like that?
None. No, we haven't. We should. Ryder gets up so super early. He's kind of got Nicole and I in a schedule of, we get up every morning at 6:30. We have CT, which we call coffee time, and that kind of starts the day. And no, we haven't. I work pretty much from sun up to sundown outside. So when I come in, I'm usually pretty tired. So we've been kind of like old people, going to bed like at 7:30 or 8.
Hey, that's a
So
good thing. That's a good routine to have.
I know, isn't it crazy? I went from drinking a lot and like sleeping the complete opposite hours to now, it's like full dad mode.
Yeah, exactly. So what if you were like binge eating anything during this time, what would be something that
That's easy because there's some Moose Tracks ice cream from the gas station, and we've been wearing that out. So definitely, almost every day. It's embarrassing to say, but
there's nothing wrong
yeah,
with
there's a little gas station in the country, and they always are stocked up. So I'll ride my 4-wheeler over there and get ice cream.
That's amazing. I love that you can ride your four-wheeler to the store.
I do too. I do too. That's my main mode of transportation when I'm home. In fact, I keep moving around. I'm sitting on it. So sorry, I keep
That's
jerking
hilarious.
around. So.
Oh, hey, I'm really, really jealous because I grew up on a farm and I'm used to being outside all the time. So I miss
Did
that.
you really?
Yeah, I grew up on a horse farm. So um,
Oh, awesome.
being in the house all the time is not normal for me. I would normally be doing the exact same thing as you are, outside all day.
That's I always wanted to grow up in the country. I think I'm jealous of you getting to grow up with some land because I grew up in a subdivision. And like I, always my cousins had farms and aunts and uncles. I was always very jealous of them.
Well, we've switched now. I'm not used to being able to look out my window and see neighbors, but I'm like, okay, I'm adjusting.
Yeah, yeah. It's kind of like been through so many different phases of life where, like, I look back now. I was telling Nicole the other day, like, from playing college basketball and the person I was then to like the person I was the first 5 years in Nashville, and now the person I am now. It's just like I don't even recognize those phases, And so we lived in an apartment for 2.5 years in Bellevue, and it was good. I think there's perks to living out here, and there's perks to you being able to walk and be tight with your neighbors and stuff. I mean, there's a lot to be said for that.
And those phases of life are very important to get you to where you are now. And I feel like you appreciate certain things more when you've gone through different phases.
Yeah, I totally agree. And to be honest, I've spent the majority of my time doing country music. Um, my writing style has been very nostalgic. And it's funny because now I'm getting to a point where I feel like I'm living the good days now. And so my songs have become a lot more um, lighthearted, I feel like, and more live oriented just because I'm in a good phase of life. And I guess I'm 33, which is hard to believe, but for me, maybe not for you, but I just am in a phase where I feel like I'm in life. I feel like you spend most of your 20s looking ahead and getting to your 30s basically. But I feel like I'm in the prime season of life. So I think my songs have turned into more of the here and now instead of the there and then.
Ah, I like that. That's awesome. That's a good place to be at, I think.
Yeah, yeah, it's definitely living in the moment. And honestly, pulling back on the drinking a little bit has definitely helped me do that
Yeah.
because I feel like my mind was always never where my body was, and that's not really fair to my band or my wife or anybody because I'm always thinking about the next show or the next song or the number on the stupid chart, and just looking at that stuff. And there's so much to be thankful for when you stop and look around. So that's not to be preachy or whatever, but that's kind of where I'm at now.
I love that. And it's so true. Having a clear mind and just really kind of cutting all that kind of stuff out of it and being
Yeah.
present with yourself, I think is really important.
Yeah, that's well said. I mean, I feel like, just realizing that the opportunity, I'm a country fan as much as I am an artist, so just the opportunity to do some of the things that I'm doing now. Um, my manager, Clint Heim, he manages Kenny and Old Dominion, and he's just a really, really wise guy. He's always preaching to me to really bottle up these moments, because he said his rise to the top started in the early 90s, when he met Kenny, and they just kind of rode that huge wave. And he wishes he would have stopped during the process and soaked it in. So he's always telling me to do that, which is good advice. I've tried to live on.
And that's good to have people around you that, want the best for you and also help you recognize those kind of things.
Yeah, no doubt. I feel like we keep talking about the drinking, but I know my band appreciates it more. I was just kind of I was a hard person to live around, because I was, my songs didn't do as what I wanted them to do on the charts. And I felt like I was out on the road beating a dead horse doing radio tour when the single was already falling off and it lost its bullet. And that was just a difficult time. That was a dark season. And, I think I had to go through that just to be humbled and to say, hey, look at what you get, an opportunity to do country music for a living. Like, I get paid to write songs. Like, that is such a blessing. And, to have a bad attitude about it, I'll admit it. It wasn't advantageous to anybody. So I feel like that's kind of the last 8 months to a year has been a lot of growth as far as my personal life and my songwriting.
That's awesome. Well, I'm super happy for you. I think that's a good place to be in. And I think when that's like a growth period of your life when you can, really sit there and recognize those things. So I feel like good things are going to come to you even more so now that you're in that head state.
Well, I'm not trying to block my blessings. So we'll see, it's kind of, I don't know what COVID-19 or whatever, I don't know what this virus does to the charts, because I think we were about 6 weeks in on For My Money when all this started. So to be honest, I haven't looked at it. I've tried to, not pay attention to that because I feel like that'll drive you crazy. So I know some artists that have it on their phone and they keep up with every spin they get. And I'm just not that way. I just don't look at it.
I couldn't do that. I would go insane.
Yeah. I mean, cause what you naturally do is, is compare, where you're at to where other people are at. And that's just like poison,
You kind of got to focus on your own lane and just,
Exactly.
Well, awesome. Well, I hope that it keeps climbing, and I cannot wait to actually get to see you in person again and hear you play it live.
Yeah.
I hope you guys stay safe and, keep me updated on your barn progress, how that goes.
I will. We're a long way from it. Do you see that red truck up there?
I do.
That's the well guys. So we're trying to get water on our farm. So hopefully they're about to drill. So
nice.
Hopefully they'll find some water.
Awesome. Well, fingers crossed, and stay safe, and can't wait to hear what kind of music comes out of this time that you have at home, and hopefully
it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun stuff. So it's good. The good times are now.
Yes, for sure. All right. Well, have a great day, and thanks so much for doing this.
Absolutely. Good to see you, Shannon.
You too. See ya.